With the MLive morning weather update. I might have to talk a little quietly because my dog, Bagel, half Beagle, half Basset, upstairs, knows I'm in my office and needs all the attention this morning. You know how that goes. So let's get to it. Rain timing, not looking good on a couple of things that I'm seeing. I'll show you what I mean. And not looking good, meaning that we can still in many places use the rain, especially with the hot weather that we still have to come. And a hot weekend is very likely, but not certain. And I want to show you that also. And I want to do it right now. So here's a satellite picture for today. There are storms off to our west. They're dying. We should still see plenty of sunshine, but we will start to get these high clouds spilling over into lower Michigan. So you'll start to get some cloudiness. Oh, hey, sorry. I got to say hi to some folks. How about Jason Norton? Good morning. Heidi Wiseman. Good morning. Karen Bazinski. Good morning. And Shelly Dumler from Prescott. Good morning to you. Jerry Nelson, Standish. I like Standish. Got a lot of friends up in that area. Good morning to you. And Nancy Sather. Good morning also. All right. So we get quite a bit of sunshine in lower Michigan because the storms off to the west are diminishing already. Here you can get a good look at them over in Wisconsin, well, and across the central part of the UP, but you can see that trend of diminishing storms. That is a key. There's a cyclical nature to the thunderstorms at this time of the year. They increase late afternoon into evening. They weaken overnight. They fall apart in the late morning, and then they boom back up again. So that will be a key player in the rain that we have coming or possibly not have coming. So we're going to look at that right now. This is a computer model showing 6-hour rainfall increments, okay? So this is this morning and this afternoon. You can see how the storms fall apart off to our west. Hey, Dorothy Weiss from Blue Ridge, Georgia. Good morning, y'all. Okay, so then we're overnight tonight to Wednesday afternoon. The frontal system trying to come toward us. This is Wednesday late afternoon rain into early evening. A thunderstorm complex develops in Illinois. Moves into the southwest part of lower tomorrow evening, Wednesday evening. And this is towards sunrise on Thursday and then after sunrise on Thursday. So in the southwest corner, you might get some rain, south central maybe, and it could be faltering as it hits southeast lower, and then it kind of falls apart. Now, remember, I told you the heat wave not certain because it's what I call a dirty heat wave. Yeah, we're going to keep it clean. I know that sounds kind of sexy, doesn't it? But a dirty heat wave in that on the north side of the heat wave, which is where lower Michigan will be, we'll have possibly clumps of numerous storms. And you can see that here. So we go into Friday and we're dry. But we go into Saturday and a clump of storms comes across the UP, maybe lower. And then this is Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So depending on where these storms develop, you can get some clouds left over at the peak heating of the day and keep your temperature down a couple of degrees. Hey, good morning, Bill Martin, and good morning, Jessica Dalt. And then we're into Sunday night and Monday, and you can again see the storm zone kind of over Michigan and next week as well. So, we're going to be on the edge of heat. And I found that a lot of times, if these storms develop, it knocks the heat down into northern Indiana, northern Ohio, comes back maybe to I-94 and southward into the 90s. Other places stay 88, 89, 90. Definitely hot and humid. Definitely a very summery pattern. All right, now here's another model that shows the radar forecast a little bit better. And we're going to go into Wednesday, and it shows the same thing. Alice Van Blaricum. That's a tough one. Saturday afternoon, graduation, open house in Sandusky. I'd say you have a real good chance of being dry and real good chance of being warm. Keep the mayonnaise on the ice. Temperature's probably near 90 or so. Okay, so this is Wednesday morning. And then we go into Wednesday afternoon. We see that clump of storms develop in the southwest corner. And as it moves across, it just kind of fizzles out. So if the models are correct on this situation, many of us are going to be still dry by the time that system works its way through Thursday morning. Today, we're back into the 80s. Tomorrow, we're into the upper 80s in the southeast half of lower Michigan, 70s in the northwest half in the UP. Then we're on Thursday, we're into the mid to upper 80s. Friday, we're approaching 90 degrees, a lot of upper 80s around Friday. Saturday, we're 90 to 92, widespread across the state. Sunday, the hottest day, we're 90 to 95 degrees. I'll show you the heat index here in just a moment. And let's see, then this is Monday, and that's hot too. John Kumjian. Looks like Northwest Lower will get very little rain based on these models the next several days. Yes, I would say. Now, I will say one thing. Models try to predict clumps of thunderstorms, but when an actual clump develops, if it becomes strong, it makes a whole new forecast downstream. Not in the big picture, usually, but in the small specific picture it can. So sometimes we have to wait until these clumps actually develop in Minnesota or Wisconsin to see where they're going to track, and that will be the case with these as well. So we do know we have hot weather, and this is the heat index expected for Sunday. Now, I'm having a hard time showing you the legend and our values, so just look at that brown. That brown is 100 to 105, and that extends all the way up into the southeast half of lower Michigan on Sunday. So Sunday, definitely the hottest day. If you're going to be traveling back towards Chicago, it could feel like 110 degrees. Sun graduating Sunday at 1 p.m. Will it be dry? Brenda, Landon, I will say one thing. 1 p.m. on any of these days has the greatest chance of being dry. Anywhere from 11 to 1 p.m. is when the storms have diminished fully, and there's paltry as it will be. Right now, I would say it's going to be dry. Dale Bloomer, we're going to hit 100 in Merrill, Michigan? I don't think so. Not with the dirty heat wave and the storms around. We would have to get that track to shift up to the UP or into southern Canada. Right now, it does not look like it's going to do that. Hey, Michelle Lalonde, I know what you're saying. Bring it on. Fishing time. Let's see what else I have lined up for you. Okay, I did want to show you this. You know, I'm kind of stuck on the upper airflow right now because it's a good way to see what's going to happen out into the distance. So this is the last thing I'm going to leave you with here. This is the upper airflow, 15,000 feet up, a forecast out the next 10 days from the European model, which has been just right on, okay? And I'm into Wednesday, and you see that bend in Illinois, western Michigan, that little kink there is our upper level disturbance. That's all they look like in summer, usually. Okay, now, dirty heat wave, there's your high pressure ridge developing to our south, and we're on the perimeter of that. And look there, you can kind of see Minnesota. You could see a little bend coming into Michigan on Saturday. That would be a clump of thunderstorms if that disturbance is actually there. And we stay in that kind of flow. Now we're into Monday. Now I want you to watch this because we'll keep an eye on this one. Getting pretty far out, getting almost out to the end of the run. Look at as we get toward the middle of next week. It forecasts an upper level low, strong one, just north of Minnesota, the hot dome to our south. That, my friends, right there is a severe weather pattern, a derecho pattern for Michigan. What we call a derecho, that's when you get the straight line winds, long lasting, large line blowing across. I'm not saying that it will happen. I'm saying that the pattern, if it verifies like this next week, would definitely be a setup for a derecho if the timing is right or wrong, however you want to look at it that way. Let's see. Ray Engel, are we still in line for severe storms tomorrow? No, I think we're on the weakening end of this storm system, so I do not anticipate any major severe storms. Hey, good morning, Angie Bacigalupo. I had to practice that name. They're from Bay City. I had to practice that name quite a few times. And once you get it, it kind of rolls off of your tongue. That should be the last name for the day. Instead of Torgrosa, let's all practice Bacigalupo. It's kind of a cool name, isn't it? Alrighty, so there you have it. We got a dry day today. We got faltering thunderstorm possibilities Wednesday night into Thursday. I was hoping we could get a good one there because we're going to need it, because then we have heat into the weekend and the weather could get interesting. We've got all the ingredients: hot, humid dome to our south, jet stream overhead, and disturbances in it. And that spells that at some point, one of these lines of thunderstorms can get pretty robust and zip on through the area. So take care. Yes, Chad Hardacre. Hardacre. Time for the hose again, and the hose just doesn't cut it, does it? Hey, you're welcome, Jim McGuire. Thanks for joining me. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Make sure you at least log into MLive now, subscribe or register your account, and please think about subscribing for $10 a month if you can. It takes a lot of folks a lot of hard work all day long to put this together, and I don't know if you're aware of it, but our advertisers are great, but the advertising model is also changing for businesses, especially in all the chaos that we're in right now with the pandemic. So take care. Have yourselves a great Tuesday. Enjoy the great weather. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.